Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And Star Wars fatigue is all in your head. It's not real.
Bullshit.
It's fake news.
Well, okay, no. Star Wars fatigue is real if you look at the shitty stuff Disney kept putting out. If it's good Star Wars, you probably won't get tired of it.
People never get tired of the original trilogy.
And they don't get tired of good things.
Good stuff. Yeah, unfortunately, Disney has not been consistently putting out good stuff. Turns out that a Lucasfilm VP is addressing the myth of Star Wars fatigue.
No, it's not a myth.
It's not a myth. Guys, it's not a myth. I'm guessing this is probably somewhat related to Marsha Lucas's
Probably damage control.
comments. Yeah, because she basically said, hey, you know, Disney keeps cranking out these movies. They're not very good.
There used to be an event.
They used to be an event, and now it's just like, yeah, it's just another science fiction franchise.
I think they're confusing Star Wars fatigue with Star Wars apathy. And the apathy is a real big thing that's going on right now. People just don't give a shit anymore. And that's much worse than just being tired of it.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that. So before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. Over 235,000 subs.
Woohoo!
There's the woohoo. Thank you so much for the support. We do talk about Star Wars, talk about Disney, talk about Hollywood, give our opinions on whatever interests us that day. And we used to talk a lot more about Star Wars.
Well, you used to care a lot more about Star Wars.
We used to care. I can't even...
I care more than you do.
You do care. You still care somewhat.
I care about a lot of things, man.
Ewoks. You care about Ewoks.
I'm an empath. I care about everything. No.
I have gotten to the point with Star Wars, and it's, you know, it was kind of like the stages of grief. But I finally come to acceptance that that Star Wars, I mean, I used to get very angry. I don't get as angry now. It's more amusement and facepalming, because just when you think they can't screw Star Wars up anymore, they always find a way to screw it up even more. It's just like at this point, guys, Disney Star Wars is apocrypha to me, in my head canon. I don't consider any of it canon. Some of it's okay. Some of it's okay. Some of it's actually good, like Rogue One, and a lot of it's just a bunch of crap.
I like Mandalorian.
Mandalorian was good.
And they tried to fix the Luke Skywalker thing as much as they could.
As much as they could. They kind of put a Band-Aid on a gaping knife wound. But yeah, you know. But here's the thing. I have noticed a marked decline in interest in Star Wars videos. Even if it's the juiciest Lucasfilm rumor, people don't care. They don't care. You could put a video out there, you know, proof Kathleen Kennedy has finally, actually, truly been fired forever from every job.
Which isn't what we're saying.
No, but I'm just saying, like, and it can be provable. Like, she's totally been fired from every job ever in the world. She's never allowed to work anywhere, not even Subway. And nobody would care.
Well, some people would care, but
they'd be
not
like,
to the
oh,
levels they used to.
Huh. It's about time.
Yeah,
anyway,
pretty much. Yeah.
Moving on.
Yeah.
Moving on.
So the Lucasfilm BP, they're talking about the new Visions thing. Now the cool thing about Visions is it's very different because it's like anime inspired stories.
Yeah.
So I guess they said that, oh, they're cautious, but they're thoughtful and they always think about it. I don't think that they do, but you know.
Yeah. So this interview was coming from the direct. Again, this is the guy who's working on Visions, which actually, again, you know, going back to Star Wars and like cherry picking Disney Star Wars that looks okay. Actually, Visions looks okay. Mm-hmm. Some of it's like furries and shit, but parts of it look good.
I think it's cool. They're trying something new. I think it's funny that they went to anime.
Yeah.
To do it because you know what are these kids into? What's selling? Oh, hot damn anime!
But we already did Fortnite. What else is there?
Yeah.
So
their fellow kids.
Yeah. So this is coming from James Waugh. Are we worried about oversaturation? I think we're always very thoughtful and cautious about how we keep Star Wars specialness in the landscape.
Oh shit! Excuse me.
So they can buy more shit. We're mindful, but this wasn't...
You're mindful, my ass.
No, you're not. This wasn't one of those instances where we had our spidey-senses on a lot because we felt this was such a new offering.
Some people, I think, are mindful. Some people, I think, take it into consideration. Some people at Lucasfilm are trying very hard to keep it, spiritually in line and that so people don't get tired of it.
Yeah.
There's a couple people. There's a lot of people, especially like the High Republic and stuff that I would beg to differ that you are mindful about. what you're doing.
Yeah, again, this is selective Star Wars. If the people working on the project actually give a shit, that's fine. But to Disney, Star Wars at this point is just product. And I think it's actually in some ways going to get worse under Bob Chapek because everything is just product.
Yeah, for him, everything is product.
It's
At
just
least
product.
Iger got Hollywood, and he could, he kind of got it in some level. But yeah, Chapek just wants big money.
So he goes on. He said, when it comes to things like Visions, I would say we weren't ever concerned about the oversaturation, potentially with Visions in particular. And I think the reason was we were offering something that's kind of diversification of the offering.
I mean, yeah, well, I agree with you. People aren't going to get oversaturated with Visions because it's the first time you've done it. And then you went and what are kids into? Hey there, fellow kids, we're going to go do anime.
Yeah, we haven't gotten to the point yet where they're shoveling pallets full of Visions merchandise into the dollar stores.
Right.
Yeah, we haven't gotten to that point yet. Like Star Wars stuff never made it to the discount stores before Disney bought Star Wars.
Very rarely. It would sometimes, if something like one little item that people didn't want or something.
Yeah, if it was like oddball stuff, but not the Kenner Hasbro action figures. They never went to the
sometimes
dollar bin.
you got them cheap sometimes, but you never saw them sent to other places like you do now.
Yeah, I mean that could be that Disney's cranking out more of the shit, or it could be that people just aren't as interested. They're just not, Things have changed with Star Wars since the release of The Mandalorian, which focused completely on new characters while also giving fans the thrill of nostalgia.
Right, because it was done right.
Yeah. Needless to say, with all this diversity, there's always something for everyone who loves Star Wars.
Oh, really? That's what they ended it with? Are you serious right now?
Fudge's sake.
It was always diverse. God.
When Bob Iger comes out and says that there is Star Wars fatigue, it's very real. And this was after Solo bombed.
This was 2 years ago.
Yeah. We didn't just do a completely course correct in 2 years. The Mandalorian was a good start. Had they led with The Mandalorian instead of the sequel trilogy, I think we would have been in a much, much better place right now. Had The Mandalorian been the first Disney Star Wars we got, people would be like, holy shit, Disney gets it. This is going to be awesome, guys.
Yeah.
This is going to be freaking awesome.
Yeah.
And all the excitement just drifted
I didn't
away.
like The Force Awakens. I thought she was Mary Sue from the beginning, but a lot of people did like it. So if they had continued with the, because I thought it's New Hope all over again.
Yeah.
If we just got something new and different, which we did with The Last Jedi, but I wanted something new and different that felt like Star Wars and didn't ruin classic Star Wars. Had they done that, I think a lot of people would have, been more on board with it. The Mandalorian's the first thing since I think the Force Awakens that people actually felt like Star Wars.
Yeah, I mean
maybe
Rogue One.
I think.
And I was kind of cautiously optimistic with The Force Awakens. I'm like, we'll see where they go with this. But there was a lot of potential that was just completely squandered. And then it was like they retroactively made The Force Awakens terrible too because they ruined the new characters. They ruined the original trilogy characters and then they went back and they ruined the new characters too. I'm like, it's just, what was the purpose of this trilogy? Money?
They didn't have a plan, which we kept saying.
And you didn't make much of that.
But now they're like, no one's going to get tired of it.
Yeah.
It's like that, because you already turned a lot of people off. And you're winning some people back, but you're on a fine line. If you go too far, off the path again, people aren't going to come back at all.
Yeah. Yeah, and the damage has been done. Star Wars is never going to be what it was before. And they're like, we want to keep the specialness. I'm like, well, it's really hard to keep the specialness when you're constantly cranking out shows on Disney Plus, constantly cranking out movies, constantly shoving Star Wars in people's faces. Before it was like we got the original trilogy. They were 3 years apart. Then we had this, huge dearth for years until the Zahn novels came out and the RPG came out. And even then it was very controlled.
It wasn't, they didn't oversaturate.
No.
I mean, there were a lot of books, but it was over many years.
Yeah, I mean, you look at the expanded universe now, and it's like, oh my God, there's a lot of stuff.
Oh yeah, with the High Republic. We dropped 5 new angles of the same story. You have to go buy them all.
But it was like, 20 some years of
Right,
content,
but I'm saying
you know?
but I'm saying the new stuff,
Oh,
the High
yeah,
Republic.
yeah.
It's like this month we had 5 new angles in the story, and next month we'll have 5 other angles in the story, and then the month after that, like you can buy the young adult book, you can buy the children's book, you can buy the comic book, you can buy the novelization.
Well, the middle grade comics are getting canceled because Disney yanked the license away from IDW. So
Yeah.
you're not gonna get the full story, only 4/5 of it. And that was a huge problem I had with the sequels anyway. It was just like, if you want to actually understand what the hell is going on, what the hell the First Order actually is,
You had to go buy the extra stuff.
which I still don't know.
Oh, I don't either.
I don't even know what the First Order is. I we're years after the sequel trilogy is over. I don't even know what the fuck they are. They're kind of like cosplay stormtroopers. They're kind of part of the Empire. I don't know what they are, nor do I care.
No, it doesn't matter about caring. 'Cause
Move
I'm not
along.
gonna go read more stuff.
Move along. So there we go, guys. Lucasfilm in
We're
denial.
very mindful about what we do. Maybe now, we sure as hell weren't a few years ago.
Yeah, I'm sorry. More and more people associated with the original trilogy are like, Disney's just cranking out product.
Yeah, it was Disney. And anymore,
yeah.
I hate to say it, that's what it's about.
Product.
Money, money.
Money. All right, gonna wrap it up?
Yep.
Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. We'll talk later.
Bye.